Hello, good day everyone. So in this class, we are going to be learning about variables. So the first question to ask is, what is variables? In variables, we have we have we have int, which is known as integer. We have double. We have strings. Strings is always, the first letter is always in capital. So we have strings. Then we have bool. We also have var. These are the 5 variables we have. We also have some of them. We also have dynamic, but I don't guess we'll be using that for now. So how are we going to start? So let's say int. Int only accepts numbers. Int. Int only accepts numbers. So we can see int only accept numbers. If I should put a string here, it won't accept it. If I should put a number with a decimal point, it won't accept it. So int rather, only accepts numbers. That is 10. So this u that I put here, you can go ahead and add any other thing. You can put u, you can put p, so it's not necessary. So I just decide to put u. So this u is what is holding the 10. This u is what is holding the data. So let's just do a little maths. Let's say u is 10. Then let's say int t equals to 10 also. End of statement. So let's go ahead and sum it. Let's say int sum is equals to u plus t. End of statement. So if you notice, while I was typing this, if we look at this place, there is a yellow line under u and there is a yellow line, highlighted line under t. It's because we have not called it. So watch, once I put u here and put plus t, end of statement. What this means is 10 plus 10. Because I told you before that u automatically is 10 and t automatically is 10. So if I change this particular place to 20, now this t now is holding 20. If we put 20 here, we have hard coded it. This is a hard code. So we don't need to hard code it, and it will be showing here that there is an error. So we don't need to hard code it. What we need to do is we need to just put t. So if we decide to print, let's print this. So we are going to print the sum. When we print this sum, what will happen is that it's going to add u plus t, and it will give us the input, which is 30 in this place. So let's go ahead and sum it. Let's write print sum. Then let's go end of statement. If we should run this code, watch here. It's going to print 30. We can see it, 30. So let's try double only accept numbers or numbers with decimal point. points. So let's say, for example, we have double, we have whatever. Remember, we can put anything q equals to, let's put 10. There's no error. Then let's put 10.9. There's no error, because remember, double also accepts numbers with decimal point. Then let's put a string value here. Let's put an alphabet. It's going to throw an error. Why? Because double only accepts numbers with decimal points and normal numbers. So let's say double. I will teach you something now. If we have a Q here and we go ahead and put a Q here, it's going to mark an error. There's an error here. So we cannot put the same value. So we have to change it. So let's put 0 here. Then let's put maybe 15.5. End of statement. So if we should double this, say double, we should sum it equals to q. Let's use times this time. In that, times is this. In that, times is this. Times is not this and that. Times is this. Then 0. End of statement. Okay. It's showing an error here. Why? Because we have sum here. So let's just put add. You see, it changed it. So let's put print add. If we run this code, this is the one. This is the former one that we did. Now this is the new one. That is 162.75. This is what it gave to us. Then let's go ahead. Let's go to strings. Strings accept numbers. It accepts numbers and alphabet. To accept numbers and alphabet. So we come and do. Remember, look well. Our string have a capital letter. It's not a small letter. If you put a small letter, it will throw an error. So we cannot just put equals to write any number. It will still be putting an error here. Why is putting an error? Because of we need to have something like this which we hold the data that we are writing. So let's say string s. You see the error went out because of now it had something is writing. And I want to tell you something in string. This is the symbol for string. This or this. Either you use these two or you use just this ones. So if you're writing string and you just go ahead and put gold, it's going to throw an error. But if I put this inside something like this, it's going to remove the error. So string can take alphabet and it can take numbers. It can take decimal points also. But let's look at names, gold. Or let's put ID. Okay, let's just put ID. So let's go to string r equals what are we going to do with this string now so that we can be able to understand? I want you to understand it. Okay, we are going to come back to string. So let's go to bool. I'll be making bool more practical. Bool, we are going to come back to string. Bool only accept true or false. Bool is used to ascertain the true value of something. Is used to ascertain the true value of something. For example, I'm not teaching an if statement, but I want to show you an example. Let's say bool. Let's say bool. Then let's put ID. Then let's say equals to false. You see, bool cannot collect number. If we put numbers here, it's going to throw an error. If we put alphabet here, it's going to throw an error. So let's put either false, or true. These are two things he accepts. So let's say bool ID is equals to false. Let's say, okay, let's change this to voters card. Voters card. So let's come here and say if, this is an if statement, but I'm just trying to show you something. If if user has voters card, we are going to do print user has voters. Okay, so what this means is if user has voters card, if the voters card is true, that yes he has, print user has voters card. So we are going to end of statement, then we will put else. That means if users don't have voters card, what is he going to print? He's going to print user need a voters card. Sorry, let's put this in uppercase. I just want to be professional. So if I run this, let's be looking. If I run this code now, you see user need voters card. Do you know why? Because here it says false. It asks bool, does user have voters card? It returned and say no. So I said if user have voters card, let it print user has voters card, else user need voters card. So let's put yes true, user has voters card. Watch what it's going to print. You see, it said user has voters card now. But before, when it was false, it says user needs voters card. Can we see? So this is the first one we did, which is int. This is the second one we did, which is double. This is the third one which we did, which is bool. So let's go to var. We are going to still come back to string. So let's go to var. What is var? var is the var keyword says to Dart, use whatever type is appropriate. For example, you don't want to use int, you don't want to use double, you can just say, you know what's that? var. Use whatever is appropriate. So when I use t, I have a t, that is why it's marked error. Let's use f. So it says to that, okay, even though I put numbers with decimal points, take it. You see, even though I put numbers with normal numbers, take it. You see, even though I put string, take it. So that is what var is. So I can just come here and say 1, then go down and put var n equals 2. So I can do something like var total is equals to f, which is 1, divided by, let's use divided by 2. So we just did 1 divided by 2. Then let's print the total. So if we print total, it's going to give us the output for 1 divided by 2. See, it said 0.5. It said 0.5. So let's make it in a way that you understand. Let's say 2 divided by 10. I think it's going to give us 5. Okay, 1. So 2 divided by 10. Sorry, we're supposed to put n here. N. We made a mistake here, so that's why it did not give us 5. So it's still 0.2. Sorry, I'm not good at maths, but I think you understand what I'm teaching. So let's go back to string. Okay, let's do it down. Let's just copy this so we are going to understand. Let's come down to string. Say string accept numbers and alphabet and this and that. So that is what string. So we can do something like string. Can do something like string j equals to gold. End of statement. So we can do print can do print j is a good boy. Now, why did I put this $sign here? I put this $sign because of it's called concatenation in that. So if I should just do this without putting that $sign, if I should print it, it's going to bring out J is a good boy. It's going to print J is a good boy. But this is not what I want. I want it to print gold is a good boy. So I have to do it like this. So this thing now means is telling that I'm calling this J. Now if I remove this $sign from here and you look at it, it's showing it has a yellow highlight under J because of I've not called it. That don't know I've called it. But when I concatenate it by putting $sign, the yellow highlight, it goes out telling that I'm calling gold. So if I print it, it's going to show gold is a good boy. So we can see it here. Gold is a good boy. And this is all for variables. If you want more teachings like this, do be able to subscribe and comment what you want me to teach next, and like the video. God bless you.